Previously on the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Every 8 years, the Witchlight Carnival appears in this world, attracting the attention of many with its whimsical charm and dazzling lights. For some, their experiences here are replete with joy and euphoria, beguiled by wondrous spectacle and resplendent sights. But for many others, the carnival takes more than it gives, as something of great value is often lost here. The sort of thing that simply can't be replaced, and renders one forlorn and incomplete. Such is the fate of those who enter the carnival without a ticket. This story follows 4 souls who have sadly fallen victim to said fate, each one of them losing something of value during their last visit. The years since have presented many challenges, but these souls eventually found each other, and then found themselves journeying to the site of the next Witchlight Carnival. Approaching the front desk in anticipation, the party was surprised to find that their tickets had been purchased by an unknown benefactor. Any questions pertaining to said benefactor were met with stern defiance. Deciding to drop the subject, the party proceeded to see what the carnival had to offer. After taking a moment to appreciate the splendour of their surroundings, some members of the party decided to go on a couple of rides, partially for pleasure, but mostly to gather information about their surroundings, from those they interacted with and overheard, so they can make headway on regaining that which was lost. After forming an alliance to steal Mr. Witch's pocket watch with a Kenku known as Kettlesteam, our heroes committed some time to forming a plan in which Pixie would bypass the owner's defences to make off with the watch, whilst Victor caused a stir at the big top to draw attention away from the theft. Although Pixie's attempt to steal the watch proved to be unsuccessful, Victor was invited to meet Mr. Witch, where the former took the opportunity to ingratiate himself to create more options both pragmatic and personal. On his way out, another individual approached Victor with yet another offer. So join us now as we explore the wild beyond the Witchlights. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome back to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It's been roughly, like a month since we last played this, so that recap was probably quite useful in just getting us all up to speed with what was actually going on.
Yeah, we were all listening to it.
Fair enough, then you were none the wiser.
Why don't you tell me, guys?
Well, there you go. None of us knows what's going on.
Edward, make a dex save.
Wait, I have to make a dex save?
Nope, Edward.
Oh, okay.
Mighty dex save.
You swallow a fly.
Why, oh why, did I swallow a fly? Perhaps I'll die.
Maybe don't. I should think.
Right, okay, that threw my train of thought off slightly. Actually...
It's like for me to be a DM.
Hey, I remember. It's just I haven't done it for a while. But I believe that the last thing that happened is Victor came out of that meeting with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, and he was approached by somebody, if I recall. And that's kind of where we did the dramatic break. So, I'll hand it over to you. Oh, sorry, were you saying something, Pema?
Could you repeat the name, please, DM? Because
Burley. The Bugbear. And I repeat what he last said, simply because chances are nobody remembers. So, Burley removes his jack-o'-lantern helmet, revealing a worried expression. Bad things have been happening at the carnival for a while. People and things have been going missing. My bosses know more than they're telling, but their hands are tied somehow. You're the first people who I've met who might be able to set things right. Witch and Light are good guys, but You'll need leverage to make them spill their beans. I don't want any harm to come to them. But something just isn't right.
All right. This kind of feels a little bit out of the blue, my friend. Anyway, you say we're the first people who can do something about this. Just between you and me, what makes you so confident that I ain't just here for a friendly business visit?
Have you not noticed changes around you whilst you've been here?
Well, I can't really
Your
say.
group have been affecting the carnival, and you in particular have been involved in just about every instance.
Hi. Are you a secret admirer from afar?
Can't say that I am, but I notice change.
All right. Let's say that I'm interested in hearing you out further. You reckon that the hands are tied? You got any proof of that? Or is this just one of your famous hunches?
The Kenku that has been bumping about. I've overheard Mr. Witch and Mr. Light talking in frustration at wanting to be done with her. They obviously brought you forward to discuss this matter.
Yeah, Victor just nods at that.
Are we all present for this, or is it just Victor?
Edward, you are, and so is Miko.
I'm off.
Oh wait, are
Yeah,
the other guys with
sorry.
me now?
Yeah, this was back when you returned to them.
Oh right, I thought I literally just went outside straight up. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize Miko and Edward were here then.
The
So,
Kenku's gripes seem to be legitimate. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light used to be in contact with their patron. That they're not willing to discuss it with anyone is a concern, and something isn't right.
patron, you
They've
say?
turned their back to a lot of things that have gone on, and that is not like them.
You said that they lost contact. Well, not on speaking terms of the patron. What's the name?
That I don't know. She's a powerful entity that comes from the Feywild.
What? You don't know the name, but you know the gender?
I only know what I overhear.
All right. Hi, Miko. Eddie, what do you make of this?
Totally freaky, dude.
Sorry, I was busy getting some candy floss.
He kind of arches an eyebrow and then looks back to Victor. Maybe I made a mistake.
No, don't be so hasty there, my friend. Good businessman likes to confer with his associates every now and again. You can trust me. Old Vicky Tricky Schwartz knows what he's doing.
If you can find a way to get the pocket watch from them, they'll more than likely spill the beans on anything that they can. The carnival can't operate without it.
Oh, now come to think of it, you said your name was Burley, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, so happens I was looking for you. Actually, completely unrelated to anything going on here. Featherine at the sort of over at the lake wanted to have a chat with you.
Excellent. In that case, after the big event later, I might just do that.
My big event?
I might take another book. See if she wants to have a nice little sit down and listen through some nice old tales.
Big event, you say? What's that?
That would be the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. Occurs at the end of every night we operate.
Mr. Witch and Mr. Lie involved in that?
But of course.
Oh, alright.
There's a king or queen. Do they get to roll? Do they get
Aloft
to
will
be
look
in
on them
charge?
very fondly. They are crowned with something which will give them, at least temporarily, some interesting abilities.
Why, that sounds pretty interesting, but all right.
He'll just look like he's trying to think really hard on something.
You're the bodyguard, right? Ain't you? Featherine said something of the like.
Yes, somewhat of a bruiser.
Oh, you sound like you're so short, sir. Featherine seemed to hold you in high regard as a bit of a scholar.
He kind of straightens his back at that and pulls his head a bit higher. I might know a thing or two.
Aye, well, actually, I'm kind of going to be relying on your knowledge. Well, you see, let's say that I want to help you out. You're kind of close to Mr. Witch, Mr. Light. I mean, you want us to swipe that pocket watch? Kind of lower my voice a little bit, because you never know who's listening. What you reckon you can do to help us out with that?
There's not much I can do. My hands are tied and
Aye.
my duties are tied.
Yeah, ironically, I think best way you could help us is by, well, being a little less attentive, if you catch my meaning.
If you play things right, I can be, but not in any way that can be traced back to me.
All right.
This is my family and this is my home.
Aye, family is pretty important virtue. I can't begrudge you that. All right. Well, I mean, I like to keep my options open, so, well, I mean, in your best interest and mine to pretend that this never happened, and, well, my sort of, I've got my own agenda here, so, if something seems a little bit, kind of off later, assume it sort of we're probably involved in some way, but, we don't really want to cause any more trouble here than we have to, and, yeah, earn people's bad for business. So, I'll give you my Vicky Tricky word that we won't do anything to cause any harm, intentional otherwise.
Good. Aye! Burley! Burley turns around and you see a clown who was by the... I forgot the bloody name now, the caravan that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light were at previously. The bastards want to see you!
Is this the clown that lost his voice?
No. For obvious reasons, it's not. He starts blowing on a bubble pipe, and Burley seems to tense up a little bit and frown at him. He puts his pumpkin hat back on and starts to walk away.
See you, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Once Burley leaves earshot of the group, Victor will turn to the two guys and say, "All right. Well, that was a bit interesting, but I fear that we've got a more pressing problem."
What's that?
Well, I just met with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, and, well, Mr. Witch took out his pocket watch. Which means Pix doesn't have it. So, begs the question, where is she? Don't
She'll
suppose
be back. She wanders, doesn't she?
Did someone of us not get, like, I don't know, a total track where she is?
Oh yeah, I got that fey tracking doohickey from outside. I suppose I can take that out and give it a whirl, see if can pick anything up. I mean, looking around here, not quite sure if it's gonna be the most useful thing, but yeah, give it a try. Oh, actually, looking around in my things, do I even have that thing? Why did I give that to Pix herself? Oh, bloody hope not.
Oh, I have it.
Why
Oh,
did you
you
say
mean
so,
thi-
Mako?
This thing. I'll hold up the lantern.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I legit thought you had it. I didn't even look in my inventory. My bad.
yeah, that do it, Mako. If you won't mind, just pass it us here. Give it a whirl, see if can shed some light on this situation.
I'm completely blank-faced at that pun.
Well, fortunately, I ain't a comedian. Hand over.
I'll hand over.
All right. Vic gets uses the lantern. Doesn't really know how to use it. Is the thing. He's just kind of hoping that it's going to somehow track Pixie. So
That's just a regular lantern. Never mind that.
that's lantern tracking Faye. So yeah, basically Vic's using that. So
As you light it up in every direction you point it, the light shines brightly, basically.
oh, all right.
It only really dims when you aim it towards the ground.
All right, fat lot good that is. It's like a blade disco or whatever one of them is.
Totally have a party here, dude.
All right. Well, suppose
Just a funky little.
suppose I'll go with Plan B then. Mako, where did we leave Pix earlier? It was just back towards where the caravans are, right?
I think so.
Alright, not really expecting this to work, but there goes nothing. Okay, so at this moment, Victor is going to... Like, they met Mr. Witch and Mr. Light here, right?
Yes.
Right.
I think it was actually the red one that I had as that, but...
Yeah, basically wherever we left sort of Pixie last time, so I think it was about there, wasn't it? Right, so...
Yeah, the place we left each other was the tree on the south end of the enclosure. Yeah.
Right, okay, so in that case, what Victor is going to do is he's going to walk kind of so he's facing the tree. And then he is going to point in the direction of the tree and cast message, cantrip. I'll just put it in here so you can see. So it's got a range of 120 feet, so...
Bear in mind the range thing is not accurate at all.
Right, so how far is this actually? Like, I assume it isn't to scale, but...
Oh, God, no.
Well, basically, Vic's wondering if she got caught in the vines, so he figures that that's probably where she is. So he's just going... What, sorry?
DM, do you remember where my character is?
Yep. Right down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what Vic is going to assume that she might have gotten caught in this, so...
I'm all good. I just wanted to check that we're all thinking about the same position.
Yeah. Alright, so Victor attempting to reach Pixie via message, because it's like, kind of says it under his breath, but she'll hear, well, if she's in range, she'll hear the message, just go, "Oi, Pix, if you can hear this, appreciate a prompt reply, things are going a bit pear-shaped, yeah, if you could, yeah, don't take your time, yeah?"
You randomly hear shouts from inside where the caravans are. Who the hell's talking in my head? Oh my God, what the hell's going on?
It's the intended target and only the target, just to specify. for
For the
that spell.
creature within range.
Yeah.
You don't know
so
that Pixie's in, or you don't know that Pixie's there at all.
you point it
Meaning
towards a
you move
creature.
towards whatever would be the first thing to hit in that direction, wouldn't it?
It says the target and only the
Target
target.
and only the target. And
Yeah.
he's directly thinking of me, so unless there's
Mm.
another fairy that's similar
Well,
enough.
in that case, you hear nothing back then.
Okay. In that case, Vic's just
It
going
would
to...
definitely be beyond 120 feet.
Yeah, but Vic doesn't know that. Okay, so Vic in that case is just gonna say, all right, well, she ain't over there. All right, time to confer my compatriots. Yeah, if Bix is over there, she ain't responding.
Maybe she's in lost property, dude. Not that she's a thing or anything, but I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean, I suppose she could have seen another one of them foxes over there and wandered off. Won't put it past her, but she's when it matters, she usually doesn't get distracted. Suppose we fan out and look for her, not can't really think of much else to do right now. I mean, we don't get into that pocket watch, so we're gonna need her skills.
Wait. Edward just looks like he's got a sudden realization. If she was caught trying to steal something, wouldn't she be like in jail?
Well,
She could have had her hand chopped off. They do that in some parts, I hear.
Oh, all right, Miko. Let's not rush to any conclusions. I don't know. Maybe she'll catch up with us in a little bit. But what do you make of that, fella? Do you reckon we try to play the odds? So, actually, in fact, Victor takes out the item that he got from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to kind of summon the bodyguards. He's going to say, when I was meeting with two bosses in there, they gave me this little doohickey.
Yes. That whatchamacallit.
Yeah, this little thing. I reckon that so that fellow we're just talking to it would probably summon him. They wanted us to take care of our little new Kenku friend.
So do they mean take care? Or take care?
They want the problem resolved. They seemed very dead set on her just not being an issue no more. So, I suppose read into that what you like. Right, so we have a couple of options. You know what? I reckon we probably should walk and talk. Probably look a smidge suspicious just standing out here. Maybe go over to Lost Property. Yeah, doubt she'd probably be there, but just so that we don't look like lemmings just stump on the big top with no show on.
So, do you begin to move?
Well, Victor is going to start moving towards Lost Property just so he can he's going to continue the conversation with the other two just so they're not stood in front of the big top. So, as soon as he can see Miko and Edward following him, he'll continue to say, "Hi, so what do you reckon, you two? Got a couple of options. We could probably find our little kettle again and try and come up with another plan to swipe the pocket watch that way, or I don't know. Maybe we can set up an unfortunate incident and and get a bodyguard to come a running. Seemed pretty dead set on protecting the carnival, and, well, don't really owe anything to any of these guys beyond what we're here for. Hi, Eddie, what's your
Now
take?
we're going to jump over to Pixie for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pixie, your attempt to steal the pocket watch failed spectacularly, and since then you've been keeping yourself entertained with a combination of your recorder, as you said, and using Druidcraft. I was going to call it Thaumaturgy then, but no, wrong one.
No, just playing with funny effects.
Whilst you've been doing this, you have found a little companion beside you. Little frog, just sat, watching you play about.
Trying to craft a lily pad for them. Like using the druidcraft to make the plants form into a lily pad for the frog to sit on.
So you manage to do it quite easily, and the frog hops along and settles down on it, looking at you. Are having a good day?
I don't know. They say I frown. Do I still frown?
You do have a bit of a frown.
Oh,
Stay still.
who are you? Didn't I meet you before? Were you at the campground?
No, it's a different frog. Campground?
The night before the carnival.
Won't be me.
Oh,
I'm with the carnival.
there was also a talking frog. He was
We
funny.
get a lot of them.
Yeah,
You also get
He
some
looked
with
a
lots
little
of
alive.
teeth.
Maybe your cousin.
Was it Joe?
I don't know the name.
Joe's such a prick.
Hmm.
It hops down from the little thing you made of it and hops right up to you. Stay still. Its tongue darts out and hits you straight in the forehead. And you feel your muscles in your face relaxing. It hops back over to the little lily pad you made for it. That should fix that.
Thank you. I think. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you're not Joe, who are you?
I am Sir Patrick.
Sir Patrick.
I am an exile from my land, devolved into the form of a standard frog.
Ooh. Your land?
I used to be a king. Well, I was king for 5 days.
That's not long.
It is long where I come from.
Not long where I come from. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
I'm strange in the Feywilds.
Not long for human world. Not long for this world. Well, sometimes. Sometimes 5 minutes can be very long.
Who knows? You might even see my lineage if you travel to the Feywild. If you ever go to Downfall, tell them Sir Patrick says hello. He remembers.
Downfall?
Yes,
That's where you were king?
correct.
That doesn't sound like a good place to be king.
It is great. It is swampy. And there are so many of us. They're perfect in all ways it could be. He looks over towards the carnival and back towards you. You should go back. See if you can have fun. The carnival is very hospitable.
I was having fun here too. But you're right. I should try find my friends. Thank you for your help, Sir Patrick.
My pleasure, my lady.
And she does a little cutesy curtsy. And ruins it by fluttering.
He does a little bow and settles upon the lily pad you made for him.
With that, Pixie will kind of bow out and move back towards the main area, going like somewhere between the river and the camp, going towards the back of those upper, I think, stores. No, not the ones to the lower, the ones to the other side. Yeah,
Okie
towards the back of those, and then maybe we can slip into things.
I'd say by the time you make it back towards where the stalls are, that'll be about the point where the other three are starting to leave the big top and are discussing as they're walking.
So yeah, Pixie will put out her senses to see if she can't get an idea of where Victor is.
Given what you tend to be like, I'd say it's quite easy for you to do in this environment, and I'm going to make you roll for it.
In that case, she's going to see about sneaking up on them.
Roll stealth against his passive perception. Or is Victor's passive perception?
It's not great. Yeah. It's an 11, so you do it quite easily.
You have no idea she's coming towards you.
Just doing the regular tap him on the back and tap him on the shoulder.
Alright, so Vix is kind of discussing his plans and then suddenly just feels a little tap on the shoulder, turns around and just sees Pix out. Bloody hellfire, Pix! Oh. Where have you been?
Here, there, everywhere.
I'll lean into Edward. Why would hellfire be bloody? Wouldn't that put the fire out?
Oh, yeah. Alright, so, beginning his composure. I assume, things didn't go quite according to plan.
No, not really.
Oi,
you remember?
Hellfire is hot. I don't feel blood wood.
You remember the vines growing?
Yeah.
Just grow.
Yeah, I was trying to shoot you a message, but I kind of thought you might have gone a little bit caught up in the thicket, but seeing as you're here.
Caught up, just I get a little close and it got really loud and flew off.
Hi, you weren't seen as far as you know, yeah?
I don't know.
Well,
I didn't see anyone, but I was busy running away. Flying away.
Aye, fair enough. I mean, my senses are pretty sharp. Well, seeing as you haven't got.
There was no one there when I flew down. I know that. But just before I reached the ground, suddenly I think maybe I got too close. I don't know. I was almost on the ground. No one was outside.
All right.
And then it sounded, and I flew off.
All right. Well, let's be optimistic. What was that, sorry?
She's looking slightly disturbed, like she really doesn't know, and now she's trying to remember something she doesn't know and never even bothered to.
Hey, hey, Pix. Hey, look, don't get too bent out of shape about it, yeah? Hey, look, Vic kind of just puts her hand on her shoulder and just says, well, yeah, well, you're back here safely, so, and, Law ain't coming down around her ears, so, let's, veer on the side of optimism, yeah?
Okay.
Why, that was easier than I thought. Listen, I had a meeting with,
Just giving him a very bright, almost scary, bright white smile again. Good again.
wow, it's kind of freaky how you can do that on a drop of a dime, Pix, but I listen.
No more frowning.
Oh, actually, now I come to think of it, yeah, you're not looking so grumpy this time. Take it you might have made a friend along the way.
Yes. Sir Patrick of Downfall.
Why? Well, tell you what, we can have a little chat about that later, but for the time being, old Vicky had a meeting with the brass back there. They want us to track down.
Brass fits them. More like gold and silver.
I don't remember any metal.
More time spent around with you, more I forget that I shouldn't use figures of speech. It's the bosses. I met with the bosses, and yeah, they want us to catch that Kenku, essentially. One we met a bit earlier today.
Oh, the one who doesn't pay attention to what's in her pockets.
Yeah, probably that one. I was just telling Miko and Eddie before you came fluttering along. Shows Pixie the object that he got from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. This little Duick here summons a bodyguard who, funnily enough, actually had a little chat with us after it came out. He kind of wants the same thing, although wants us to get the pocket watch so the Mr. Witch and Mr. Light will talk, but kind of don't really want us to cause any more trouble. So yeah, it was just spitballing ideas with these two, and just deciding how we want to proceed.
So, two people want us to steal pocket watch.
Yeah, long and short of it.
One person wants us to find other person who wants us to steal. I don't think we can do all.
Well,
Maybe,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, reckon that we can use these acquaintances to our advantage, but yeah, ultimately you're right. We can't cause trouble in the carnival and get the pocket watch, and not cause trouble in the carnival and get the pocket watch. We have to get that watch either way, but just a matter of how we want to go about doing it. So
We could ask them nicely. Maybe they could trade.
I appreciate the input, Miko, but I don't know. I was in with Mr. Witch and I saw he was looking at that watch. Seemed pretty darn attached to it. Also, it kind of seemed a bit weird, like there was some...
Did he have it on a chain?
Yes.
Yeah, now you come to now recall. Yeah, you did. Why? Got you guys turning already?
I'm just wondering. He said he was attached to him, dude. Just wondering how.
I'm hungry. Let's grate food.
Alright, well, stood there like lemmings. Often enough, go on, Pix. Yeah, you decide where we'll eat for the time being. Actually, come to think of it. What?
Where all the food is? Where all the food is? But fishy? No, not fishies. Swans. And then we walked past it, and then you went on that stupid flying thing. The way you need to fly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dragonflies. Yeah. Let's head over this way. Actually, big guy mentioned one thing that was pretty interesting. Apparently, there's some sort of big event. Mr. Witch, Mr. Light will be there. Bodyguard will be as well. I reckon after we get a bite to eat, it might be worth trying to see if we can spot a little Genku friend again. Reckon we need to get a little bit, sort of more food on the plate, so to speak. We need more options, basically.
Let's go up there.
So, you making your way to the feasting orchard?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, probably by way of the dragonflies.